Who's that? What's that do? There's a dirty, great big handprint on that. Oh, hang on. This will be the secret passage. There's someone crying in here. I hope this isn't time sensitive. Time critical. Walking around this damn lantern out will take some time.
Looks like a laboratory. Pretty well equipped, too.
Hang on, what's that say? The Mage Alexander's Log, Part 2. Should we read that? I never did like rats. Not because of their obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They're always listening when a man believes he is talking only to himself. And what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particularly large black male with a torn-off ear. At first I was overcome by panic. Was this a first manifestation of the illness? Of course, that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. I placed the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in the tests. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Oh my god, there's a lot to read here. Speaking of company, I have none, besides the black rat, and cannot hope for better. Zerad avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desire for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme, but he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has always possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humours. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, but as for her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362. My black rat has died. Today I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected on accident. Or by accident, but during the autopsy, I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, something which, I must admit, irritates a scholar in me. But as mentioned previously, I'm not particularly fond of rats. So what the hell is all this? Edwin Greloff's first map. There's a load of Witcher maps that I've picked up. Right. Good, we'll get that. Hang on, what the hell? Can I examine these? There's nothing to examine.
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
Definitely. Hey, Captain Bear, nice to see you back. Lost a few frames? It occasionally loses a couple. Everything looks good at this end, so maybe it's just Twitch. It's just so hard to tell. I'll tell you what will maybe tell me. Crap. I'm streaming at a different time of day on Wednesday, so we'll see if that makes a difference.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me.
Oh dear.
I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
Oh, she talks to me now.
Don't be afraid. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know.
I'd guessed.
They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone.
She's not realised.
They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave.
This sounds quite sad.
Tell me what happened here. peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No! They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
Yes, never trust a strange mage giving you something to drink. Just drink it, it'll be right, it'll be fine. Side effects? Nah.
What happened then?
Fear. Terrible fear. I feared the men who approached, but I also feared the potion, drinking it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Oh, sorry, I missed a follower there. Brody Blaze. Apologies if I got the name wrong, but thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream.
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
They gripped my arms, tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No. For I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach.
Nice.
They tore me apart, and I could not even scream. Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
This is, it started off quite comical. This is getting a bit grim now.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why.
Because you're the crazy
You
rat
don't feel
lady.
me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
Oh, could it be the flies buzzing through her spectral skull?
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folk should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here.
Yeah.
You must have noticed
Heard
something.
something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Just burn her out.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
Where's this going?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
That sounds like a quest.
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Are you gonna send me
Said
back?
before you can't leave the tower.
Did I?
Ah.
You must have misheard.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things.
I'll
You
have
could be
to-
right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land, the base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I loved him. I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Sure. But just before we move on, I've got to say, if I was a single man still, that chat-up line would be fantastic. My medallion started pulsating the moment we started talking. That is a really good line. Let's go with a... Yeah, she might be the monster.
Really hope I can help. Need to look around first.
Whatever for? Not in the tower, but bones and rats. Don't leave me with them again.
I'll come back for you, you can be sure.
Very well, but come back soon. Don't keep me waiting.
There's definitely something not quite right there, so let's explore this. Use the magic lamp. What we need to do is find some of the other ghosts. Talk to them. Let's see what they say about her.
Alone.
There's some stairs
All
going up
have
there.
left me.
There's some more stuff to explore. Paige Alexander's log part 1. I wish I got that one first. Okay. My experiments continue. To return results I must consider unreliable. Yes, those errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I'm forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Zerad is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, having been dragged here straight from the dungeon. There was a dungeon, wasn't there? Down below. I waste a great deal of time daily washing and delousing them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodergren managed to prove in a little-known work, the attitude of patient under... Oh my god, this is taking some reading. Can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I have tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. This guy does not sound very good, does he?
When will this nightmare end?
When you start telling me the truth, I think that would be a good start. Is that something on the floor down there? Oh, it's her. Okay. Let's go and take a look upstairs.
Alone. All have left me.
God, she does go on a bit, doesn't she? What have we got up here? Just the top of the tower? Or does it keep on going up? Something has blown a hole in the wall and run off. There's a chest out here. Oh, hang on. No. Oh, I didn't know I could switch. I didn't know I could switch foods by pressing that. Let's just... Well, actually, let's keep the swallow on just in case. I pressed the F9 key by accident. I was reaching for my quick save button. Moon dust. Do I want to jump over that? No, I don't want to jump over that. If I jump over that, I can see me hurtling to my death. Oh, hello very much. We've got the Level Up show was just raided with a party of 28. Welcome aboard, folks. Level Up show. Thanks for the raid.
Kept in there until the end. What a shitty way to die.
Just finished streaming? What have you been playing? Hey folks, welcome over. Just playing The Witcher 3, trying to figure out whether to trust this weird ghost. Oh, we found whether the peasants that they were experimenting on. Well then folks, what have you been streaming? Oh, thank you very much. GFN 2112, thanks for the follow. Is that the door I came through to start with? Yeah, it was. And Level Up show.
When will this nightmare
Thank you for the follow
end?
too. You're in a very similar area actually, doing some role-playing game? Or is it not a game at all? Are you actually cosplayers? That would be cool. Right, come on, hang on. There's some loot on the floor.
All have left me.
Potion vial. I feel like I should know something more about this. Wait, was there anything in that?
When will this
Take that.
nightmare end?
Never trust anyone. Yeah, that's a good idea. I heartily agree. I can't find any more hints and stuff. I just don't
Will
trust
you
her.
help me now? You promised not to leave me here.
Thanks, Tobbs. Thanks for the follow. Welcome everyone to the stream. Trust is overrated. Well, let's say not sure. Let's just be honest about this.
Really sad story, but something's not right. Got a feeling.
What is it?
You're not telling me everything. You know the island's dangerous, but refuse to tell me about the monster that lives here.
There is no monster.
Tell me about that hole in the wall upstairs then.
I think you're lying. Question is, why? To protect the beast?
She offers no
Or is it
bacon.
that-
Can't trust her.
Stop! I will not hear this.
I can't help you. Taking anything off this cursed island, from any cursed place, just too dangerous. And a dead woman's bones, that's asking for trouble.
They said witches are heartless beasts.
It's gonna
Will
kick
you
off.
bring Graham here then? I so long to say goodbye.
Doesn't play well. Thank you for the
Annabelle,
follow.
listen.
You never wished to help me, and here I had someone would finally take pity on me. Stupid woman that I am.
I think we found the monster. I think we found the monster. I knew it. Right, what is she? What is she? Let's just burn some of that out. What is she? Well, will do. Hester, I don't know what the hell that is. So I'm going to have my Quen on, I think. I'm fighting rats here as well.
Damn it, gotta
Okay.
catch them.
Right, okay, I need that. Did she just run off? She's coming back. She's run off, right? She's gone down below. It's all gone dark all of a sudden. She in here? She run off. She really is running off. Come back. God damn, I don't want to go like hurtling and jumping off the top of these stairs. It's turning into something like the Benny Hill show now. Just hear doors going all over the place. A plague spirit. Oh, I can't see. Where's the way out gone? Oh, it's there. She's fleeing. Where's she going? Can I get out that way? That's the dungeon. That's locked. Ah, I can't see crap in here. Hang on, there's a door over there. Closing in on it. She's not gone too much further, I think. There she is. Right, I don't think I want... We're on. Get that back down again. Haha!
Cannot kill
Dodge. Where's she gone?
What
Talk
was
to...
that? It sounded for a moment like you joined the race yourself.
Almost did.
Had to fight a pesta.
Pester.
A pester? And did you learn how to lift the curse before you lunged at her, sword in hand?
Yeah, we talked a bit. Looks like I need to get her beloved to the island. Fisherman named Graham.
I know the man. He lives in Oriton, village on the lakeshore. Find him immediately. We're close to unraveling this. I can feel it.
Cool, we're moving on a bit now. We're getting there. She's a pester. I thought that was maybe a name or something. I didn't realise that's like a type of spirit. I've never seen those. Version of a plague maiden. You can use a torch to see better in the dark. I did. I also had that lamp turned on. You can also raise your in-game gamut. I suppose you could. That's kind of cheating. Doesn't play well. This is your favourite game, you're happy to see? Cool. I'm starting to like this a lot. I've played a few RPGs. Not so many in recent years because I've been playing other games that have taken too much of my time that I now feel disappointed that I've missed out on some classics on. So I'm catching up. But this ranks definitely as... I don't like to say the best because still am a huge fan of Kingdom Come Deliverance, but the two are completely different games. Yeah, I like them both. Wouldn't like to say one was better than the other. I can use them crossroads for fast travel. I don't need to take that stupid boat. Let's do that. The boat that I nearly sank by beaching it. Your favourite game by far? Or, ever since you played The Witcher 3, all the other RPG games feel cheap and boring. I know exactly what you mean by that. Once you play a really good game, the rest just seems like fail in comparison. And it's hard to get into them and enjoy them after that. That's new. I haven't seen that.
They're on to us. They're not letting Graham in.
Quiet, fool. Babylon and the noble himself will hear you.
Nah, he sat his arse on silk pillows, likely be gobbling meat. With no notion we's coming to tear him to shreds.
Just 3.
Waist clear, lads. Adam!
Okay, well that kind of... I think I probably should have found that earlier on. But never mind. We've got the gist of what's going on. Right, nip over to that village over there. In Oriton. Oh, looks like we've got a game of Gwent to play over there as well. You prefer Kingdom Come Deliverance? Ah, they're just so different, aren't they? But they're both awesome games.
I asked her.
Master
How do
Witcher,
I get
there's an
my
elven
yacht to
burial
use
ground
this
in the
app?
caverns
How?
thereabouts.
Well, they've both got a good sense of humour. They've both got a good main story that really pulls you in. Can't go wrong with either of them. How far is it? 60 feet.
Told you I don't want to see no one.
You've got to.
What's going on here?
Why you been following me?
Just wondering what you want from him.
Did I follow him?
From Graham.
Me? Didn't want nothing. It's his mother be worried about him. Been locked in his hut since he came back from the Isle. Talks to no soul. Love's misery curdled his brains, I reckon.
What's Chrono Trigger?
And this be the witchman, the freak of nature. Pick more interesting things from my...
Never heard
wanna
of Chrono
talk.
Trigger.
You're deaf, damn it! I told you. Who are you?
I'm a witcher.
That should be
What of
enough.
it? Why should I care?
I've been to the island. I know what happened there.
What do you want of me?
Hey, sorry, Level Up Show. I missed your I don't know if you replied earlier when I asked what you'd been streaming or what you'd been doing. I was curious. Sorry if I missed your reply. Right, let's have a look.
Want to talk to you about Annabelle.
Annabelle? What can you know about her?
I met her. Talk to her.
Annabelle's dead. Drank poison. And I couldn't save her.
Yeah, it's a bit late for that now. I'm from up north, and you're from Nottinghamshire. Okay, nice part of the country. Not too far away from me. Although, I suppose it's a couple of hours at least south, isn't it? I haven't travelled down there for a little while.
Did you love her?
Something mad. Loved her so deep I believed we'd come through, believed we'd be together. Of course, it was not to her father's liking. His daughter and a plain lout.
I know the feeling, actually. He's been streaming Witcher 3 as well. Ah, cool.
What happened on Fyke Isle? You gotta tell me.
'Twere Millie, Finch and Faulkner. They rallied the men, all roughs, to go to the Isle, take back what was ours from the noble. They knew I was known at the tower, that the Lord's servants would open the gate for me since I sold them fish.
They forced you to go with them?
No, I saw my chance in it, for Annabelle and me to flee. But it all spun in a chaos. Our boys from the village, they started killing everyone. Annabelle, they wanted to rape.
That's not nice.
Then she drank the poison. Mage must have gave it her. I ran out the tower hollering that I wanted to die, cursing them all to hell. Don't force me to speak of it. No more, please.
Is this what we're telling that Annabelle wasn't actually dead? It's the Sam and Frodo moment when they meet the spider.
Said you were hollering as you fled the tower, the island. What exactly did you say?
I don't remember. I wanted them to pay for what they'd done to her.
Might have cursed them. There's a powerful magic aura on Fyke Isle. Passions, evil intent, strong emotions of any kind can activate it. Your words could be the curse's source.
She took the poison because of them.
This is going to hurt him.
It wasn't poison. Annabelle drank a strong sleeping potion. Mage wanted to protect her, make it look like she was dead. Convinced everyone.
But that means... is she... You said you spoke to her?
Spoke to a ghost. By the time she awoke, tower was full of cold corpses. And rats. She was warm meat. Rats ate her alive.
You mean... she was alive the whole time? But... can't be. She was cold all through like a corpse. I shook her, begged her, open your eyes. I never thought...
It's not your fault. No guilt in not knowing, and you couldn't know it wasn't poison she drank.
Gods, what have I done? If I had stayed behind to bury her, I didn't notice she was alive. It might have ended different, ended well.
If you'd stayed on the island, I doubt you'd have survived.
I'd take death over leaving her to the rats like that. But there's naught I can do about it now.
Well, actually,
Wrong on that count.
what do I know of King Radovid? Not as much as I should. He was mentioned early on. Was he the king of Temeria? He was mentioned early on when I was going through the tutorial section of the game. And I can't remember the whole bit about him, unfortunately. It seems like a long time ago now.
Annabelle needs you. You can help her.
She's still there. In the tower. Can I see her?
Yeah. One thing you should know, though. In death, Annabelle turned into a pesta.
A pester? What's that?
More than a restless ghost. A plague maiden. A powerful wraith filled with grief and hatred that drive her. Give her the power to sow disease and death.
She suffers. How am I to help her? Gods know I'm willing.
Yeah.
Annabelle thinks you abandoned her.
Gods! She hates me. And all this time she's thought I abandoned her.
Yes,
Right, so.
Go to the tower. Talk to her. Maybe you can convince her that's not how it was.
I thought she died. I'd never left her there otherwise.
Oh, that's right. Radovid was king of Redania, invaded his northern neighbours. Didn't he? He did the unexpected didn't he? They were the Nilfgaardians expecting him to attack them, and instead he attacked his weakened neighbours, and then united the northern realms like that by conquering them. Is that right? He's a king of Redania, a loon who's responsible for the killing of elves, dwarves, mages, and everything else that isn't completely up to his taste in Redania and Novigrad. Sounds like a bit of a character.
A curse has imprisoned Annabelle and the other spirits on the island. Love can shatter its power, free her and them.
Just as in the legends.
If you know the legends, you know one kiss is enough to break an evil spell, on one condition. That it's a kiss from someone whose love is true.
I told you. I said I love her with all my heart. Take me to her, please.
It's dangerous. There are risks involved. Understand that, don't you?
Of course. I'm no coward. I'll not run this time.
Okay, let's go there now.
Nothing. Let's go.
I'm ready.
Seems to be a disjointed end to that sentence. Okay, take Graham. Here we go then. Are you coming?